Hi guys, so as promised, this is a video on why I decided to give up drinking alcohol. There was many reasons why I gave up alcohol. One of the reasons being I would use a substance to help me when I was feeling a little bit anxious or a little bit under the weather. We all have vices, and we either have positive vices or negative vices. Fortunately, there are a lot of people, including myself at the time, that would use alcohol as a negative vice to outlet some of my negative feelings or emotions rather than dealing with them. I would find myself in social situations relying on alcohol to ease myself in, to feel comfortable in a room and to be able to socialize in a way that I knew I should be able to do without drinking alcohol. I knew I was going to challenge myself to grow and evolve in new environments and fully embrace them as my sober self, which I can now say a year on, I have not mastered, but I am definitely on my way to overcoming some of my social anxiety that I had and being able to cope a lot more authentically in different situations. So that is definitely one of the first most amazing things that I have achieved whilst not consuming alcohol. The other reasons why I decided to not drink alcohol, the other one was I was lacking the enjoyment of being in the moment. I was relying on a substance to have a good time. I was conditioned to feel like if I went out with friends, an event, then the only way that I could really and truly have a great time and laugh and have fun was to drink alcohol. It's been quite daunting not being the person drinking, the person stood back and observing how people change, myself included, change a lot when drinking alcohol, not always for the positive. There was underlying issues that I needed to address within myself to grow and develop, and in order for them to surface, I had to be sober. I had to put myself in situations in which alcohol would normally suffice. Now I am able to put myself in them positions and feel completely in control of who I am, my emotions. And if anybody is struggling with the same thing, where you feel like your drinking is becoming a habit of a vice, an escape for you, a reliant substance for you to have a good time, I would definitely say challenge yourself, because it has definitely been one of the most positive experiences of my life. I've been to many events and gone out with friends. I even visited Ibiza and done a whole weekend away with my friends completely sober. The challenge, there were times when I was like, oh, I just want to pick up and drink, but I'm so glad that I overrode that, and I really did get the full fulfillment from the experience. And it was my first year, and I know that so many more years to come, different experiences are gonna come forward and present themselves, and I'm gonna be able to grow so much more as a person. The other reason why I didn't drink alcohol, my dad is an alcoholic, which I haven't really shared majorly with anybody. I don't have any contact with my dad. This is probably the first big personal announcement I've ever made. It's something that I am definitely okay about talking about, but my dad is very alcohol dependent, and he was throughout my childhood. It created a lot of childhood trauma. Growing up within my family, I saw a lot of negative things, and I remember crying as a child saying, I'm never going to drink, I'm never going to drink, because I really saw the damage in which it could do to families, households and people. That's not to say that everybody that drinks is an alcoholic, but obviously coming from a situation where I could firsthand see the real negative effects of an addiction, then walking away from it has been something extremely positive for me. Finally releasing myself from a substance that I only see as negative, only use to deal with negative emotions. So releasing that has been fully amazing for me. This is not for everybody, and it's definitely not something that a lot of people will want to do. You have to want to do these things. For me, it was very important for my growth as a person, and I know it's also going to enhance my experience as I grow and when I get older, and all the other things that are thrown into the mix. So there are all the reasons why I gave up alcohol. I still know I have a lot longer of a journey to go. This isn't just like 1 year, this is done, woo, it's amazing. There are also all going to be hurdles along the way, and also learning so much more about myself and my insecurities as a person, but definitely letting go of a vice that did not serve me has been extremely positive for me. So if you are one of those people that feel like alcohol is a vice for you and it is a negative vice, then I would suggest trying it. Just give it up, or just go to some social situations and don't drink and see how it makes you feel. It has made me feel incredible. Definitely something I will never go back to now. I know that 100%, and I feel extremely confident with saying that, knowing that my life is definitely a lot more positive without the substance. If you guys have any more questions and would want to know anything further, please let me know and drop a comment. And I hope you have really enjoyed this video on why I've chosen to give up alcohol.